Good morning, beautiful people. It is 10 minutes to 6 o'clock in the morning. It's super early, and you know when it's this super early that I'm up to some exciting things, and I'm super excited today because we're going to Silverstone. Let's go! Welcome to Silverstone. The weather is not looking really great for what we are about to do, but hopefully it doesn't get worse. I'm here at Silverstone because Series Elite has invited me to come along for a track day, and we're gonna be driving something rather special. We're gonna be driving a Jaguar Project 8 600 horsepower V8 5-liter supercharged. This is gonna be insane. Just finished safety briefings. We got these, making sure that we are pro drivers. Do you see that? Driver, pro driver. We're just about to go to paddock now for some sighting laps. Alright, time to go on track.
So, because it's raining so much, we're running around in the dynamic mode at the moment. Squeeze your toes till the car pulls you round.
Alright.
You just gently roll onto the circuit, squeeze your toes. And then we just gently roll the car to the left. So we make a straight line. They're all going around that way, but we make a straight line. We brake, turn in on the brake, and then squeeze our toes to pull us into the curb there. Nice and easy. Just gently squeeze the throttle to pull us to the outside. Just gently roll the nose in. This guy. Just gently straight down. Straight brake.
Thank you.
So let's just venture out onto the circuit and see what's out there. Good.
Alright.
And you're working the paddles now, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's one. Good to go?
Yeah, yeah. Go, go, go. Press the OK button again.
Yeah, it's fine now, right?
Why is it? That's it, OK. Good, yeah, yeah. Don't put the power on too much. Away we go. Braking. I'm going to brake a bit earlier in this because we're losing brakes. So the brakes have been overheating a little bit.
Okay.
So just brake a little bit earlier. And try and change gear at 5,000 revs, yeah?
Yeah.
Because you've got the torque to pull you through. Braking early. Down a gear. Down 2 gears. Okay, good.
How was that?
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, seriously, it was good. The only criticism I've got is you going into corners on the brakes.
Yeah.
Because it's making the, especially that one at Lovefield just back there.
Yeah.
It makes the car unstable, and you can feel it's unstable. Yeah. Apart from that, what have you done before?
Nothing.
You haven't done anything.
No.
Really?
No.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
So you haven't done any competition work.
No.
No, you've got the
definitely.
pace. You've got the. I was pleasantly surprised. I can usually tell within half a lap whether a driver's got ability or not.
Okay.
I could
Thank
see
you.
the ability straight away. And then
Thank
you
you.
made a couple of mistakes, which was braking and still turning
Yes.
into the corner.
All right, finally one of these is in the garage, so we can actually have a closer look. P0s, as I said, full roll cage, needless to say. Interior is almost the same, except, well, yeah, some emergency buttons, as well as these amazing four-way harness seatbelt, and of course these amazing seats. Series Elite Project 8 car number 3. There's 3 of them in total. No back seats whatsoever, and this is just full Recaro, full racing seat. Absolutely insane, these cars. We also have some sort of switch here for, well, battery check, system check. Yep, service due. I mean, who? Yeah. On a race car, I think you service it much more often. There isn't much to say about the interior except that it's, well, race prepped. Full roll cage, as you've seen. This full Recaro bucket seat. This one is, let's say, something that you could almost daily in, but the four-way harness is the way to go, at least for the track. Alright, as you can see, I have managed to put the GoPros in the car, and I think that the footage is awesome. I'm hoping that it's coming across camera as good as in real life, because in real life it's been surreal. The Project 8 is an absolute animal, 600 horsepower all-wheel drive. I can't imagine if it was an all-wheel drive what will happen. As you can see, it's pouring down at the moment. It's been pouring down in the morning as well, when the track was completely wet, which was actually, it sounds strange, but it was actually good to appreciate how much grip you have, how much power you have, how much stopping power based on grip. It was good to start with, and then in the afternoon we got a little bit of a dry track to really push and experiment, and that's what you've seen on the POV footage. Overall, I'm really happy with the feedback that I got, because I have 3 major takeaways. One is, don't brake with gears, and by downshifting, brake with brakes. Makes sense, because it's much easier to replace pads than gearbox. That 100% makes sense, and it also unstabilizes the car if you're downshifting quite a bit. Thing number 2 is no freewheeling through the corner, so you're either braking or you're either accelerating. There is nothing in between. There is no neutral stage, because that's where you're losing time, and that's where you gain time if you're accelerating. And the third thing is smooth steering input, and, well, braking hard on straight and slowly pointing the car into the corner while still applying a little bit of brake. That's something that I have to work on, because I tend to just stamp on the brakes and then bring it in, which brings the back end out. But I shouldn't be that harsh on steering input and on the brakes. I should let it off, because while you're braking, you have all that grip on the front wheels, and you want to use that to point the car where you want it. Also, one takeaway that I did not mention is that I clearly still can't resist going all the way to the red line, and that's 100% not necessary in this car. I had a good excuse for my Huracan test drive, and that was fine. But where we have supercharged engine with 600 horsepower, it's definitely not needed. So you can easily shift at 5,500 RPM, and that's gonna be just fine. And also something that I've learned today that I have never heard before is when you are stepping on the throttle, to be really smooth, especially in the turbocharged, supercharged and turbocharged cars, when you apply, if this is your foot and these are your toes, if you start squeezing your toes like that to smoothly apply acceleration, that's gonna be key for exiting the corner at the constant acceleration, at the constant rate, and that's gonna give you the best output. I'm apparently. I still need to practice that because it's just very weird, I must say. I literally just pulled over to make this update because as I was driving down the motorway, it just everything feels so slow, and you have a sort of a need. You wanna really speed up, right? But I think that actually the biggest takeaway from today's day is just the appreciation of how much grip. It's still raining. How much grip you have in rain, how much grip you have in dry, and just that you definitely don't want to lose control over your car when it's this rainy and when it's this wet. That is something that I can apply in everyday driving, whereas everything else is really like, you know, great. If you have 600 horsepower car supercharged, you will have to apply the throttle very gradually, I know, of course, but something that I can apply daily, as I say, is just that understanding of how much actually your car, I mean, I didn't take this car on the track, but just the difference between taking the car to its limits on the wet and on the dry. And it really puts it also in perspective for your daily car, and especially if you have rear-wheel drive, how much you have to pay attention actually. Alright, so that's it. I finalized this video now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe, obviously. And I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye.